again, Angeline Burden. We're here again with another video on our garden. So today what we're going to be doing is thinning out our lettuce. We have a lot of lettuce to thin. You know what? Let's just go take a look at that first. On our way there. Well, thank you very much for joining, all of you guys. We're going to go take a look at our lettuce in today's video. And we're going to go thin it and take it to our green stalk. Or maybe spread it out inside. Mommy, yes? I think it's chocolate. Oh, very good. As you can see, it's Angeline and the team today. Mommy, yes? I think you eat this. All right. Celine, could you share some chocolate, please? Okay. As again, this is real life. Thank you very much for joining, everyone. We are going to be thinning our lettuce. So this is the one in the thumbnail. Our brine needs to thin. Oops, what is this? This is another brine in here. We have Monte Carlo that needs to be thinned. We have, yes? Okay, we'll get some. We have, what is it? These aren't getting any light, so we're going to have to relocate them. I'm coming. We're going to have to relocate some of our lettuce. Yes, Celine? Could you get her cup, please? Her cup is upstairs with her milk in it. Could you bring it downstairs? And we have some, as usual. Again, I always have to say, it's Angeline and the team, and this is real life. Here's some iceberg lettuce that needs to be thinned. We have some sweet thai basil that needs to be thinned. Even though it's not a lettuce, it still needs thinning. We have some flashy lettuce that needs to be thinned. We have a whole lot of lettuce needs to be thinned. And if we have any extra space in our green stalk, after we've thinned out all of those plants, we have an entire bowl here of lettuce that needs to be thinned. So today we're going to be thinning lettuce. We're going to fill up the section that we have available and then let these live their life in the meantime until we make some space available for them as well. So for more information on everything, please remember to go to avgardening.com so that you can get, we have printouts, we have digital information, we have things more in writing so it's clearer and easier to access. We have guides over there at AV Gardening, and join the cultivators at patreon.com/Angeline Verdant, VERDANT. Thank you very much. And today's a good day to garden. Let's get started. So before we move our lettuce outside and it's just sitting out there in the cold, waiting to go outside, we are going to prep the space for it. So let's head outside to prep the space for where our lettuce, our green stalk, where our lettuce is going. So it is going in this green stalk right here. Oh, I have no tripod. I need to get you guys a tripod, which is important. So our green stalk is going to go, our lettuce is going to go in that green stalk. We have a few empty areas that's ready. Well, it's not ready. We're going to prep them right now. So we need some soil to be added to this one and to this level. I'm going to do that here. I may need some assistance since I'm a little shorter. And we're going to, all right, please disregard that. We're going to add our soil in up to the level of the edge here to plant our green stalk plants. Our lettuce in here. This green stalk planter, we haven't done much with it. We did add stuff, and I have added our brassicas to the lower columns here. Our brassicas, nothing is in the bottom column. The middle is brassicas, and our peppers are ending the season out up in there. Would you like to come? Okay. Hold on. Celine? Celine? Oh, okay, she finished it. Okay, so let's add our soil here. So I'm using soil that we had already. In an earlier video, we had some soil that was really, really damp. Extremely damp due to where it was located on our windowsill. So we're gonna add some of that soil in here. Of course, these are disconnectable, so you can take them off, but I'm just going to scoop it in right there. So we had some of that soil. So I'm going to add some of it in there, as well as our higher quality soil. We're going to also add in. It doesn't need to be pressed down, but we do want it up to the level because we are going to be bringing out our lettuce, and they're small. So they're not going to be tall enough to kind of reach over the edge if the water's not all the way up. So yeah, our peppers are just on their last. Oh, you guys are not seeing either. Let me put you up here because I'm going to need to stand up there also to see inside. So yeah, we're working on those top 2 tiers right now. There we go. So now you can see how much. So the soil is coming up to this level here. So we gotta fill it up to the soil up to here so that the plants can see it. So we have our mid and high quality. We're mixing in here, mixing in 2 different types of soil. So we're just gonna be adding it in there. So this soil sometimes gets a little stiff. So I usually mix it when adding in to our GreenStalk. Or I use the cocoa core, it's the coconut as well. So we're just gonna mix it with our other soil over here. You can just tell even by the color of the soil, the difference going in, and the amount of perlite in it. You can see differences just right in those small things there. Whoops. All right, so yeah, we're going all the way to the top. This is our leaf. Whoops. It's our leaf. Also, we're going to add some lettuce or some other plants to the top there as well. Let's fill up this one. These pockets, yeah. So right now they're all filled to about here. We want to fill them up to the very edge. So the lettuce is very shallow. These deep pockets are needed for lettuce plants at all. I'm just, it's the fall, so we're just going to be putting them here. Let's get our other soil.
Mommy.
Yes, Addie.
What did you do here?
We are adding soil
Mom.
to where we're planting.
What did you do here?
That's what we're doing here. So yeah, we got it. So it has to be all the way up. So our lettuce could be at the very edge.
Mommy.
Yes, Addie.
What did you do?
Oops, stop.
What bed?
I missed. Now there's soil on the other layers. It's okay. They're fine.
Let's go. Let's go, Mommy.
This one can use some extra soil in there.
Go.
Sometimes when you water the plants, the soil kind of flows down into the middle, and that's fine. Now I'm here adding soil to other layers. So again, we want to add it all the way to the top. And yes, you can lift them up, just adding to these local. We're just topping off. So I'm not going through the trouble of taking the whole thing down just to top off some soil. Of course, you just turn it, and you can see we're filling the pockets to the top. As you can see, our celery is making a comeback. It's thriving here. Since it was tired, not doing too well before, it's doing much better. Some of these plants, it was too much direct sunlight. The sunlight was too direct for it. And now in the fall is my favorite time to garden. Fall is actually my favorite season. Fall is my favorite time to garden because there's nothing you can't grow in the fall. Where there's a lot of things you can't grow or have a lot of competition growing. in the summer. And in the fall, all my summer plants would grow inside, and the fall plants would grow outside. In the summer, similar, but then the plants are fighting. Then you have animals that are doing things like eating this. Let me go get some spray, because these leaves have that silvery tinge, so that means they are, or at some point we're fighting something. So once you see that little silver color on the leaves, somebody's probably eating away at them. So we don't want anything happening to our lettuce that we add here. So we're gonna put some neem on it. Put some neem on it and go on from there. Okay, let's add some more of our soil. Some, as you may not be able to see off camera, but I am mixing the more moisturized, fertilized soil. I'm going back and forth between mixing it with our regular soil. With our regular potting soil. So the top layer, I'm putting the higher quality soil on, and the middle layer is the regular soil. This GreenStalk may have some of it in the bottom layer. It does have higher quality soil in the soil in general, so the middle layer is the one that has the regular soil. Again, our summer is really good during this live today. All right, today is election day. So we went out and voted. I wonder if they're trying to remind us to get out and vote. We have, all elections are important. So for people on the line, remember to get out and vote too. You get a chance. Not now while the video's on, but you can always get a chance to get out and vote. All right, we're just gonna, just because. We'll give you some. Everybody's getting soil except for you, celery. There you go. There you go. Celery plants. Have yourselves a good time. Enjoy the soil. And then let's just top off. Uh-oh. Now, I have to go wash my hands. Oh. Because we are about to, we're going to do our hydroponic lettuce first. So let's go inside and get it and thin it out. So here we are. All of our pockets are filled. They must be filled to the edge so that when the plant is here, it doesn't have to kind of like reach over to get sunlight or any nutrients. So we're packing it up. Of course, once you water it, it goes down a little. But we have Bye. You outside?
Yeah.
She's adventuring. She's adventuring out in the backyard on her own. And there we go. So we just kind of even them out in there. So this is our soil, and we're gonna come back. Let's go inside and thin out our plants. All right. Now, most of our plants need to be thinned from our hydroponic area. We also have some arugula that just needs to go outside. So let's send that one out. Let's start here. Let's start at our one. All right, so let's get our plates. The plates used to always be on this table because this is where they were. But let's go get a plate and add some water. Whoops, water to it.
Sorry, Mommy.
It's okay, Addie. Grassland. Why? Here's the bread. All right, so step one in thinning, we prep the area. Step one is to add some water to our plate so our lettuce doesn't thin. I mean, doesn't faint. Let's lighten this room. And so we're gonna keep it over there. This arugula, it's ready. There's a whole container with arugula. I'm just gonna carry it out there and plant it in our little arugula area. I wasn't gonna put in the GreenStalk, but there's a whole tray of arugula. So we're gonna put this with other arugula growing in the arugula tray. So this is how our arugula is doing. Healthy. We're just gonna transplant it directly out there. Let's put it in the roots there. Let's go on to our next. Oh, where's the cover? Okay, let's go on to our next plant. For our first one the one that's telling us now, you need to go now, is our breen. So as you can see, the breen is, no. The breen is in its full form. Excuse me. It's for the plants to not get dry, not you. All right, let's sit down.
Water.
Yes, it's water. We're going to take it out. Wait. Move back. So we got all of our lettuce growing here strong. Let's see which one we were going to keep in this section. So we're just going to unfold them. I feel like. Uh-oh.
Hi, Mommy.
Some of them look very, I guess we'll keep the one in the middle, right? There's nothing on that side. Everything's growing on this side. They smell so nice too. This one looks like it's doing pretty good. It's gonna move very slow. Just gently separate them out of the, there we go, out of the rock wool. You see them coming out.
Flowers.
It smells great. It smells so fresh. It smells like a nice salad. Right, this one is on the outskirts already. So let me just pull this one out. This one is already just here hanging out. And then we have, this is in the center. I think I might get a new rock wool and leave this one in the center in there, or the one next to it. These are the two biggest ones. This one's already changing color. They're very developed.
What did you hear?
All right, this is the one we're going to use. And let's go get some rock wool to prevent our algae to fill the rest of our cup. All right, excuse me. We don't want any gaps. Don't want any gaps so light could come in. Let me get the container that this one is in and just dip it in there to wet this a little. So I put it right in the water that it's been growing in and sitting in. So it's nothing is traumatic. Yeah, we want this plant to be living its best life here. We don't want it. So we don't want algae to get in and kind of shine right down on the roots. So we're filling our cube up to as full as it can go. This. We don't want to squeeze it, but we also want it to have room. We don't want to be able to put a little cover there. We want it to go all the way down.
You are
There
not
we go.
a doctor.
There we go. You're gonna get it down this way. Put this one here. Like get the roots having access. We don't want to squish them or block them from what they were doing before. Let's put this in. Then we're gonna put one of these on it.
What is you here?
We are thinning our lettuce.
What I
And then we're
do
gonna
here?
carry that plate outside. But we have more lettuce though. All right, so let's slide this on. Just open it up, put it around, press it down. There we go. Excellent. And we want to make sure it's coming out all the way to the bottom and the roots are out to the bottom. And then we're gonna put it back in. So this one is in our low light area, but it's getting enough light. However, we have some plants that are, so see how this is here, that are behind these lemon bushes, and those plants aren't getting any light. So I'm actually gonna open this and put one of them here.
Mama,
So our Monte Carlo,
Mama,
our butter crunch, and our dill. Oh, something is drinking the Monte Carlo butter crunch and dill. Somebody's roots are here. Oh my goodness. I was like, they're not looking too well. What could be going on? Our friendly hibiscus has found its roots into our butter crunch. So the butter crunch is it's hanging on here. It's getting no light, very little light. And then the hibiscus said, I'm thirsty. So we're just gonna put this here and cover it. Let our hibiscus go into this empty container for now. They're pulling off the lemon peppers. And the Monte Carlo is also in this corner, not getting light. So I'm gonna get some of our more mature plants to go behind these peppers and our other items because they can, such as the celery can grow up, around, out. Celery can go in other directions and get light that way. And whereas the smaller plants, they're so small, they're just kind of like fainting, like these, which we're hanging on for dear life. We'll see if they pull themselves back together. I doubt it because they're like coming out of the root, but we'll see. We have another set of lettuce to be thinned here. So let's take these out. It's another set of green. That's full, but these are young. We're gonna leave them in there because they're going outside. They're not just, we're not taking our lettuce and we're taking our lettuce all the way outside into the 30-degree nights. So we want them a little more mature than that. Usually I thin earlier. We want them a little more mature than that. So we have our Monte Carlo that's also fighting for light back here. I'm just gonna switch it with the celery while we're here. So the celery is tall enough to reach for its own light. Apparently it's strong enough. Someone's roots are in here. The tomato roots are here. You can see the root hanging there. Tomato roots are in here. I need another hand to get the tomatoes out. Oh, you deflowered the flower? Oh my goodness.
Flower.
She took the petals off the flower. All right. So this is the root that was hanging in our celery. You see the celery was like, yeah, whatever. And still thriving in pink. Well, I guess it wasn't there for long because we recently did the roots on these plants. So it's very interesting that it was there. Do not pick. She's picking. Leave the flowers on. All right, so let's put our Monte Carlo here and see if we give it the opportunity to come back. And see, it's more in than the other one that was like jumping out of the holder. So the Monte Carlo may come back. Our butter crunch, we're not sure. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We're gonna, since the plants, stop taking off the flowers, are making a comeback. I mean, since these plants aren't going outside, I like them a little more mature, the lettuce, before we take them out. So we have our breen here. It's already having color. And now let's go over here to get our this is mature iceberg to get our flashy lettuce. We have a Monte Carlo here also that's doing great, but it's doing its own thing. It's already only one came out, only one germinated, so there's just one in there. And then we have, what is this? This looks like butter crunch. This looks so buttery. It looks great, but again, we're gonna let that mature just a little bit. I don't know. It's not even getting that much green. I don't know how it's doing down here. We might move this one up. All right. No, don't leave the plants on. All right, so we have our flashy lettuce. Oh, we have kale too that needs to be thinned. The kale is going in the front yard. Oh, we'll let this kale grow for a little bit. But because our kale is going outside and it's a stronger plant, I'm going to take the kale out and put it here behind, because the other plant is literally resting on the butter crunch, and our butter crunch in our other container is holding on for dear life. So let's put our butter crunch here, our kale, which is already strong catching. We're just letting it get a little more food and time before it goes out in the real world. That one's going in the garden, the ground in the garden. All right, so we're gonna let our butter crunch grow up here. We have a lot of basil, we have our iceberg, and we have our flashy lettuce. So let's go with our flashy first. We should bring all of them over. Our iceberg. And our basil. Sweet basil. All right, excuse me. Excuse me. So we're gonna thin the three of them. Sweet basil smells, oh, I was gonna smell so lemony, but she has gotten to our lemon balm and is taking it apart. She's playing with the lemon, she was playing lemon balm leaves. All right, so we have our flashy lettuce. There's two of them. Their roots aren't that developed, but their lettuce is, oh, there they are, they're all back here. I was like, where's the roots on this one? So we are just gonna pull this one. Oh, it's quite a few of them. We're gonna pull these that are on the edge. Wow, they were really on the edge here. Oops, we're gonna pull them out. 1 and 2. Put them in the water. This little piece broke right off. Feels like a little bit of something there. Since lettuce is shallow rooted, it doesn't grow into such a big plant. It has a very short cycle. I put these are very helpful for the lettuce. And sometimes the little animals come and eat right at that neck, and then that's it. So let's put this on. There we go. Got our flashy lettuce. Looks so nice. And we're gonna go put that one back. We worked all summer for the iceberg. So I'm saving that one for last to do because I'm a little nervous. All summer we had iceberg that wasn't iceberging. All right, this one is very strong, growing here. You might have to use the other rock wool. Should I get this out? Don't pull it too much. We're just gonna leave our main basil in there. We're gonna get these little ones out. So many. It's a lot of basil. And leave them together like that. This has a thick. I'm gonna leave three in there. Let's fill in this side. Get a little measurement, how much more rock wool is needed. And we're just gonna dip it in the water. It's growing in. It's familiar water. Make sure it's the right one. And this is sweet Thai basil. I like this basil. Has nice flavor. Usually it has a very strong smell, but since we have our lemon balm gardener with us today, I cannot, the smell of the lemon balm is very lemony and strong. All right, so we got our 3 basil. You're gonna have to thin it to 3. And then we're gonna head outside now. Now we'll head outside. Excuse me. Oh, this goes back in the container. All of our containers are here. Just slide them in. Oh, and I'm heading outside and I didn't even do the iceberg. Whew. I was like, the plain ice from all this other lettuce and beautiful and red. And I couldn't get the iceberg.
Oh,
So
no.
very excited. This is like the 3rd or 4th one. So this, just to explain how things were going. Yes, this is the 3rd or 4th one that we worked on for this iceberg. That one, the leaves are bigger. So let's go and greener. So let's pull you out. Yeah, they're competing here. I got a little bit of rock wool that got lost. So I'm just gonna take a little piece of this one. And we are going to put it back in. We got our iceberg finally. After months, after many summer months of Bolton, we finally got our iceberg. This is salad season. It's interesting, the thicker veggies, thicker forms of lettuce, they were the ones that do good in the summer. And the thinner ones are just fainting in the heat. All right, that's it. You pulled off enough leaves.
Red.
Get it in there. Just getting all these leaves out. So yeah, we're gonna have to do we're doing a lot of lettuce. Some inside, some outside. All right, excuse me. Now let's put these up into their spaces here. I think iceberg was on the top. Can't remember. The roots are outside. So we're gonna put our iceberg lettuce back in. See, look, they weren't even in the summer. They weren't even thriving inside the house in the summer. This is why I like the fall. Fall's good. There we go. We got flashy right here inside, and then we got our no. Then we got our basil, sweet Thai basil. No more leaf, because then I would come back later and be like, oh, it looks like something bit the leaves off, and not remember she bit the leaves off. She just broke them off. There we go. So we got our basil in there. Usually the basil grows thick and tall, so I don't always put a cover on it. Well, why not? We're here. We have tons of extras. So let's put this on. There we go. So now let's head outside. Come on, Eddie. To plant our lettuce. And we'll see how much space we use. We're going to put that iceberg and the flashy lettuce together. Oh, we're spilling. Come on. She's going to wonder where I am. Wow, the door is fully open. At least I don't need to have the door. So after reaching so high to put those in, I think I'm going to have to bring them lower because it was I'm going to have to deconstruct the green. So I didn't want to do it but they are very high, and we do have a lot of lettuce to put in. I have to see what I'm doing. So I'm going to bring them down to where we're working, our little work area over here, to make it easier because I was struggling. That's struggling is an understatement. Oh, what was happening? Alrighty, so let's just take this down. This is our water reservoir. I'm gonna put this over here. This is our leaf. We are missing something here. Interesting. Oh no. Wait. Yeah, the top one just has the. I was like, it doesn't have the gray. All right, there we go. So then we just have this one here, which makes it easier. We're gonna put our lettuce in here. I think it'll still be easier if I brought it down to you guys. Or we can just put our lettuce on this one and save our deep pockets for something else. Yes, that's what we're gonna do. Save our deep pockets. Maybe for beets. Beets would be nice. So we'll save our deep pockets for beets or if we need space. All right, so let's add our lettuce. We don't need this. Well, before we add our lettuce, let's put our arugula, which is a larger one, this one, in our little arugula patch with its arugula friends. So we're just gonna add this one right here with the rest of the arugula. We got a little baby one. You just drop it there and that's it. No, it's okay. They'll take care of it. We just drop them off. All right, no, I went to get my little shovel, loosen up the soil. Everything has very shallow roots here, so we're just gonna move it over a little bit. There's a couple of them in there. So just loosen up the soil. This is more than one. We're just gonna put two of them next to each other. And these arugulas will take care of each other. Then we're gonna come and water it in a second. I leave them in the rock wool, but there are like really close, so I'm gonna at least separate one. Let's put it in the rock wool here on this side, and then that one could stay on that side. Deep roots, deeper roots. I'm not putting them too shallow, too deep. There we go. And then they're gonna grow in our little arugula patch. So we added our arugula into the rest of the arugula. All right, now we're gonna, let's take this cover back. Now let's get to our lettuce plates. I didn't want to put the lettuce on top because it doesn't need that much light, but hey, these pockets are made for things like lettuce that are shallow rooted, and we can save our deep pockets for something else that we might like. I was saying beets. Let's do this. Maybe beets is a good idea. It's my mini shovel. Oh, this is stiff. Let's look at the soil that we just added it. Like this one. It's not so stiff. I'm not putting them too deep in there. We're gonna put them in and then water. And when you first put them in, you water a little more often, especially coming from the hydroponics. I'll probably come out and water them every single day until they look like they've made a comeback. Because they probably will look a little like drab the first day. First day they might look a little, they're used to, was it 16 hours of sunlight in there? They're coming out here, it's winter, there's not 16 hours of sunlight. The sun goes down around 5.
Oh boy.
So they're not getting the same amount of light. The water has food in it every time it rains. The water has tons of food in it. So sometimes they look a little for the first day or two. Once they look like they've gotten it together and everything is going good, then I do my regular watering, which is based on how they for every other day. Depends on if it rained outside, if it was cold, the soil is wet, if the soil is dry. I do that type of. So we got our flashy lettuce and our what do you call it in there? Iceberg. Iceberg is ready for this weather. Iceberg says it's my time. This is my season. All right, now we got our breen. We can put like 3 in a section. Breen is standing straight up. This breen is ready to at the edge. I fell in. Yes, another thing. Once it rains, once I water the plants, sometimes they fall in further. I'm putting our breen in. This one's staying in the rock wool, keeping it in there. We got a little one a little further over. Yeah, separate them so we can get this one in the corner. This little one here. I put several of them in here. I do cut and come again, so the plants never get that big. When they get big, they just get taller, because it's cut and come again. So we're not doing a entire head of lettuce that's being cut off. I'm cutting the leaves off daily, every other day. Sometimes I'll do so I'll make a salad. I'll use the breen, but then I won't use the iceberg. Just put the water on. I won't use the iceberg. And then another day I'll use the iceberg. I won't use the breen. Like that. I use the butter crunch. I use inside, I use outside. So it's every few days I rotate which ones I'm using. All right. Now the last thing is, so we have, let me rinse my hands. Since she already turned the hose on, let's get some of our salad bowl out here. We got all of our lettuce in from our hydroponics. Let's get our salad bowl in here. And since we were here, I'm just gonna add some water to our new arugulas. There we go. Oops. I was trying to just do a little. There we go. It's been raining out. This side is soaking wet. Okay, so we got our lettuce in. We thinned out our lettuce. We got our lettuce in. The only thing on our plate is our basil. Part of me wants to put the basil all the way out. But we have 3 more pockets. Let's go get our salad bowl and put some lettuce. Bok choy in. Do you need lettuce? This is our salad bowl, or our seedling starter container here that's inside. And I'm just going to take some bok choy, do some bok choy in one, and then do 2 in the next. So we'll do 3 bok choy here, and this one, and then the lettuce on this side, lettuce on that side. So let's get our bok choy in. We'll do 2 bok choy, not 3. I don't know. We'll see how they look. These right here are the bok choy in this corner. So you have bok choy and then lettuce, which are doing well too. I was thinking I have a larger type of romaine. I was thinking about bringing it out, but we'll see. Let's start with our bok choy. We don't want anybody to get damaged. They're tangled up in here. So let's go right here. 3 out of the corner. People who are showing their true leaves. Let's go. We're gonna start getting you guys from the corner out. We actually do more than 3 bucks since there's so many. We got a good amount here. I wonder if there's any empty pockets. You know, we could put bok choy in that one. Says the romaine. This is so. What was in the house? I was like, this is so warm. Soil is very warm. There we go. So we got our leaves.
What that is?
It's supposed to be 3, but there we are. We're gonna plant them much lower. We're gonna plant them up to their necks. They have access to the light now. Their roots are out. We're planting them up to their necks. This also gives them a thicker base. Roll the soil up. That's how we're gonna do our bok choy. Now looking at how much bok choy we have, I think I might um, plant some more, like 2 of them. Probably use one of those. Use that tray over there for them as well. Let's loosen this up. And then we are gonna, everything's gonna get watered in. I watered this GreenStalk this morning. As you can see, the middle is wet. That's why when they're little, you water the pockets, not just the middle, because as you can see, the middle is damp, but not all out here. So I'm just gonna lay them in and then pull from the middle for the top. That is rock wool. All right, let's get another 3 or 4 of them out. We got a lot of bok choy here. I don't even know. I don't even think I ever cooked it. I like to taste it. I don't remember cooking it. Oh, we got a call coming in. All right, so we're just gonna lay you up to the edge. We still got to get it a little further in. There we go. Because we want our roots to be close to the center. But right now I'm leaving it open, and then we're just gonna, all right, so let's get another one. At one point I think this thing tipped over and this little section here fell. So let's get some that are in a super crowded zone. They start growing in a direction. I think right here between the border of lettuce, they have true leaves. Between the lettuce, the border of lettuce and bok choy, we have true leaves growing. So let's separate them, because I do see some true leaves forming on these plants. They are fighting in here. All right, so we got 4 in this little area right here. We got 4 that we've separated from our lettuce. Okay. I guess they grew so big because they do have a lot more space to grow in. Let's get our spoon method and just lift them up. Put our spoon in as deep as we can and lift them up below the roots. Kind of just fall apart there as they come out. This is a thick one. Yeah, we want them planted up to their necks. You guys are up to your necks in soil. Up to your necks in nutrients. There we go. So let's take the moisture, recently watered soil, and put it in here. Yeah, we watered this earlier on today. We're just gonna put it in here. So it's very dry. I'm gonna also add in as a little rock wool here. And some of the hydroponic water. So it has some familiar water with familiar nutrients and everything in it. And then let's do our lettuce. We're supposed to do lettuce on this side. The soil's nice and loose. Oh, she is doing her own planting over there. She has found a planting pot. I see. She moved it to the center. She's taking the soil out of the pot and putting it on our table over there, our other table. So we got our junior planter. All right, so let's get some up here on the top. Dry and arid land right here. All right, now let's get we gave our bok choy a lot of space. Our onions probably will stay in here. We'll move them also, but we have some larger lettuce on this side. So let's look into getting the larger ones out. A little larger group. Whole group here. All right, the mini leaves. All right, I was like, I thought this was mini lettuce size. Lettuce. These are just some that have many leaves on them. All right, so let's loosen it up here. It's a little group right here. So let's loosen up this group. Get them at their roots. Same thing. Got them up to their neck. Now, she is using the hose. 3. No. This is why they say no to everything. Because they get a lot of no's. At that age, there's a lot of no's. All right, so we got 3. There. There we go. So we got our shelf here. Let's see what's going on here. Our garlic chives. Let's get some stuff going in there. All right, now here we had rinsed off our stuff. Let's get some water in here. They need to be watered in well, very well. The soil is dry. Oh, they're coming from lots of water, but they're not. This is not hydroponic. These aren't. Those over there are, so they need a lot of water. But these are fine. These are ones that need the most amount of water. All right. Let's put some extra soil in here. From our soil expert. Off camera. Watering. Thank you. As a little grown up. Let's get our bigger soil in. Ah! No. It's too cold to turn the hose on like that. She's just spraying everywhere. Alright, so we got top shelf in. And while we're here, we do have another row, but I decided I'm going to put something more, a larger, probably beets or something into that row to grow here. So we got our lettuce, we got our iceberg, we got our bok choy, we got our flashy lettuce, we got our breen. So we got several types of lettuce that we have now into our top level, our leaf level of our green stalks. The leaf is a very shallow level. And this is just the right height for different types of lettuce. We're going to put our bowl back in. They are, what do you call again, is telling us, my phone is saying, hey, the charge is almost up. Put me on a charger. Let's put this up here. We still have our sweet thyme basil to go in. Let's put this on first. There we go. Then, what is it? You got some dirt in your shoe? She got some dirt in her shoe. All right, there you go. Watch your feet. And then let's put our reservoir back on the top. This is where the water is held. A little thing here. This is where the water stays, so that goes on top. So usually, when you take them off and you just plant something, you have a heavier layer on top, and you like balancing and everything. So at least this one isn't too much. These plants were getting good light. Let me put the celery in the light and our more mature plants in the sunlight. We have our basil, sweet Thai basil. These peppers probably won't be here for our whole season. They are going to go away for the winter. So I'm going to put our basil, which will do fine, in this one. Since it's on its way. So we're gonna put our basil right here where this pepper is. And as the pepper fades out, our basil will grow in. And vice versa. Not vice versa, the basil, oh my goodness, this one broke. And it was in good condition. All right, let's see if we can mend this brokenness. Standing up, but it broke. All right, so yeah, the peppers aren't gonna make it through the winter unless the winter is mild, but we can't guarantee that. But I'm gonna put the basil there with it in the meantime, and the basil can grow. The basil grows pretty big. But we'll just have the basil growing in this pocket with our pepper plant for now. Not for now, just in general. Because our peppers most likely will not be here all winter. They're just here now. So we're gonna put our basil plant in. And it can start its life here as the pepper plant goes out. So let's get it at least sticking out of the corner. I do plant them at an angle sticking out because of the way they sit. You don't want to plant them straight up here like that. You want them kind of reaching out. All right, so we're going to add some water to this one. Oops, what is this? Oh, the jet. My goodness. So I'm going to shower our basil in. We've transplanted tons of basil. They've grown out. They've grown to be massive. We've been eating basil, using basil plants, different varieties. So we're just going to put our basil there. Now, we had a type of lettuce here. But since we have so much extra bok choy, I'm going to put it here. The lettuce fainted for the summer. It was too hot. We were eating our butter crunch, no, the Tokyo, and we ate it and ate it and ate it, and then it got too hot, and so we removed it. So we're gonna put our lettuce here now. I'm gonna leave these in here. I'm gonna do a little. Well, this one is deep enough. We can use a bigger. Where's my phone? Addie, do you have it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh, we got a yes from her. Hey, where is it? Where'd you put it?
Okay.
So we have a yes, but we don't have a location. Here we go. We got it here. So we are going to just mix this up and mix it in. You know, you can fertilize the next plant. So it's going to turn up the soil a little. Our lettuce is in here, doing pretty good. This soil looks like it's in good condition. We will be feeding these plants within a day or so, so whatever nutrients is in here is in here. This was not in here. This was not growing in there at all. So we got our soil up. And let's see if we can do 2 rows. I think that's pushing it. Let's just do 1 row. I was like, yes, they're small now, but 2 rows may be excessive of bok choy. We are going to be stir frying it up. I forgot the plants are tall. We need to get their necks all the way up. They hold their heads up like this. Oh, it's so nice and warm outside. I think it's going to be in the 70s today. But yeah, at night it's 70s in the day, cold at night. Well, tonight's not going to be too cold. But, there we go. So we're just pretty much loosening up the soil and smoothing them out. This is a lettuce. We're staying in our bok choy section. So they can grow wide. They grow pretty large. It's not really a small. They grow pretty big, short and wide. So I was gonna do 2 columns, then I'm just gonna do one up the middle. Let's get our. Make sure none of them is snapping. So we have one that has snapped. I'm gonna put it in here. I'm gonna put another one near it, and in case it can rehabilitate. We're giving it the option to heal, but it has definitely snapped the neck part. So when you see like bends like these, that means the plant has snapped. So the chances of it recovering through that is very slim. However, we're burying it up to here. It may root. You'll see. I still give it the opportunity to, make a comeback. Next, another one.
Brown.
Because they were reaching for the light, even though I kept on trying to turn the bowl. As I turned the bowl, they reached for the light in different directions. All right, so this one, the snap is a lot lower. I'm gonna put these two together, and one of them, if not both of them, will make it. Let's see, is this a plant? Oh my goodness, we got a plant growing here that I completely forgot about. Uh-oh, let's have it grow. Let's have it. This is a season now too. Let's put it in here. Let's put it in this corner. It is rooting.
Mommy.
Yes, Addie.
It's here.
Yes.
It's here.
What are you scared of?
Mama.
Let's have it. It's making a comeback this here. This is our elephant garlic. So we gotta let it grow in here. We only need the top part to stick out, so that's good. But I saw the roots coming in. A lot of our plants, again, that was too hot for them in the summer. Once their season comes, that's when they start growing out. So we got that there. Did I uproot this? Let's put this on here. We can have some garlic and some bok choy growing together. Smells good. We got a meal on the windowsill. The sunroom has a windowsill. The window has a windowsill. Let's get this one. It's a deep one. They can. I was really in the center. I'm gonna say these plants can grow together. Companion planting is good.
Help me.
Yes, thank you. What are you doing?
Help me.
What do you need help? All right, so we got ours here. We're gonna let our garlic grow in that area. A little spoon. Oh, she took the spoon just now. Let's put one there. And then we're gonna put our little salad bowl back under the light, and they'll continue to grow there until we have more space or we think of more to do with it. These also can go in the front. So we do have space in the front yard where we're going to be adding some more plants too. But I'm giving our collards a chance to grow up and do their thing right now. All right, this also is pretty moist. I'm just going to do a little light watering. Nothing too heavy. Usually, the rule is a good watering in. However, this soil, it rained all week. This soil was in, like the one where the soil was in direct a watering area. So it's very moist, very wet. And we don't want our plants, we want our plants to be able to drain well. Drain out all that water. We don't want that much water. We don't want them drowning in water. We don't want them rotting. We don't want our roots to rot either. I got this on the edge. So we're just gonna do a light watering. Or what you call like a one level water where you water it. And the water is just, that if it was the bottom of the pot is not being watered, like the water's not gonna come out the bottom. By the time it gets to the bottom, it would be a little bit of time. It takes time to get to the bottom. That's my light watering. Make sure the leaves are out and enjoying the sunlight and not too much cold. And sitting there. So we have our bok choy there, our garlic, which is in there, our elephant garlic. We planted our lettuce in our GreenStalk and we thinned it out. And we brought out our arugula. So we did a lot today in this video. We got our lettuce bowl. Let me see if I can spread out some of the things in here. Yeah, they moved towards the light in that room. The light is kind of like against that wall. So they just moved towards it. You can see they're kind of, I don't want them to get too tangled up in our, everybody's leaning in that one direction. I don't want them to get too tangled up in our onions. These are onions. These are bunching onions. And let them grow together. You guys, we want our onions to go in this direction. Yes, we're coming. We don't want our lettuce to tangle in our onions. So this is what some wind does, helps detangle some of these plants. Yes, Addie. No, no, no. All right, we are finished for today, Addie. Let's put away this. This can stay here. Let's give these plants some water, which is what let's try to do here. I don't want them to be like blown away. Also, this is going in the house, so this is also like a one level layer watering.
Water.
So it's not like a drenching, it's just it'll slowly get down eventually. All right, this stick, I always keep this stick here to let me know what's on which side. We don't want these flat there and starting to, you want them kind of like in the air. You don't want them to be covered in the soil. All right, so there we go. So we got our garden salad bowl. This is going to go back inside under the light. We got our lettuce that's growing up here that we've added in all our different lettuces, flashy, green. That's nice and doing well for the season. We have Addie digging up onions, put them back. All right. And then we have our bok choy, which is growing here. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining. Today's been Angeline and the team. For more information, visit avgardening.com and support us at our cultivators at patreon.com/Angeline Verdon. Thank you very much, VERDENT. Thank you very much for joining, and we will see you guys next time. Goodbye for now.
Bye.